There are three main ways that skeletal muscle contracts. Skeletal muscle is different than smooth muscle, which is the muscle in your heart and in your organs. Skeletal muscle contracts in three main ways: isometric contractions, concentric, and eccentric. When an isometric contraction happens, I always use bending my elbow as an example. There's force, but the angle of the joint doesn't change. Okay, we use this most often in like post-op patients. We use it in phase 1 of rehab, where we have to start re-educating the nerve and the muscle, right? Go rewatch the neuromuscular junction episode that I did. We use it for stability. We also use it to start strengthening without stressing the joint. Okay, so it's really safe and really important to do this post-operatively. Something like you've heard of a quad set or a glute set, where you start to recruit the muscle, but you don't actually move anything. Okay, when I put somebody against the wall and I have them push out to start retraining their rotator cuff muscles after they may have had a rotator cuff injury or surgery, right? Isometric phase 1, early stages of rehab, really important in this neuro re-education component. We'll go over here to eccentric. Okay, eccentric is where the muscle lengthens as there's tension on it. So when you land from a jump, I tell you to land quiet and absorb that force. That's because there's tension on the muscle as it lengthens. So like, again, using our elbow as an example, slowly lower the weight down is an eccentric contraction, okay? Because it's easy to just let it flop, but there is a reason that we don't let you let it flop for the most part. When I do tendon rehab with folks, if we have a tendonitis in an elbow or in a shoulder, this is what re-educates and strengthens those tendons. It's this type of contraction. So it feels and seems like semantics. It's not. I promise you, there's a method to the madness. Okay? Last phase is concentric. Concentric is the muscle shortens as there's tension on it. So a regular bicep curl where you lift the weight and you accelerate through the motion by shortening the angle of the joint. Okay? We use this to build power, strength, and muscle mass. So this is usually kind of in the later phases of rehab. They all have their place in a plan of care. And like, again, I tell this to patients all the time, it feels like semantics. Why do you want me to help this up and count to 5 when I lower it down? That's why. Because we are rehabbing your tendon, because we need to develop strength and control. Okay, because this is what's going to stop this from happening again in the future. Okay, what the heck is this doing? I'm not even moving anything. No, but you're not moving anything, but we're starting to recruit those nerves and muscles that are all inflamed and mad at you. I promise you, there is a method to the madness. We went to school for 7 years as physical therapists. All of us are doing continuing education on this stuff. So it does me no good for me to know this. You have to know it. And you have to do it. Okay? I've had patients come in who've been to other PT clinics, and they'll say to me, well, I just did the exercises 10 times more than my PT told me, and I got better faster. Well, your PT wasn't loading you adequately, which is a whole nother soapbox to get on. But if you could do 10 times more than I've told you to do, we need to fix that, because we're not achieving the goals that we're setting out to do. Right? We need to make it harder for you. Or if you can only do it, once a week, we need to make it easier for you. Right? This stuff matters. Okay? I appreciate your time and your attention today. Keep moving, keep getting better every day.